Hey, it's us. Link, comment, subscriptions, right? Something like that. What do you
Link,
guys?
comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Come on.
Oh my
Take it
god.
up.
Sausage links?
Oh my god.
No,
I can't
no
believe I got it
linking,
wrong.
liking and
Like!
subscribing and commenting.
Comment,
Prescriptions?
subscribe.
No, prescriptions.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment.
So are we
subscribe.
talking like Haley's comment or a different comment like in like the asteroid
Don't
movie?
listen to him.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to Paige.
Exactly.
Like, comment, subscribe.
What she said.
Spring showed her face today. She whispered and wept. She danced on a steady breeze. She shined in my eye. Her breath caused a sneeze, and I wheezed. Focus on your joy and put your energy to your needs. Do not waste your work on the matters that are not for your concern. Turn every stone and patch of dirt it takes for you to learn. Then MK is our guest host tonight, and I really don't know a lot about what she does, but we've gotten to know each other a little bit over the last few weeks. And we really made a connection. She sure doesn't dress like me, but I guarantee you, we came from the same cloth. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it over to
Thank you all for coming here to One Best Life at Tinker's Attic. They're hosting a Night of the Living Jam event, and I am your host, MK. I want everyone to say, Night of the Living Jam! Night of the Living Jam! Okay, you guys can do a little bit better than that. More bass. We need more bass. I'll say it with you. Ready? Night of the Living Jam! Isn't that fun? I have a lot of fun saying that. I really actually love being on Night of the Living Jam. And I'm looking around, and there are so many people here that I love that have spent time with me and built connection with me. And it really is about the connections that we build in this lifetime. And that is what we try to do every single day, is build a connection. I do it from my job to Night of Living Jam, to coming here and performing poetry, to being friends with basically everybody in this room. And it is amazing because it feeds the soul. And the soul is the essence of everything that we are and where our love comes from. And that is fueled by creation, in my opinion. How many people here are creators?
Raise your hand, you're all creators.
And how many people here support creation?
Raise your hand, we're all created.
Yes, I agree with all of that, because creation is where life comes from and the joy of life. It is then that we can actually have things come from deep within us and pour out of us. And we spend a lot of time being broken, right? I like to talk about being broken, but we put a stigma on broken, and I don't think the same way about broken as most other people do. What you see here before you is not a whole person. I may appear to be all together in one piece, but I am, in fact, a myriad of the parts of me that are left over from the war that I have been fighting my entire life. Invisible, asymptomatic, and deadly. A battle against irrational thoughts and emotions on the daily, sometimes hourly, minutely, secondly, constantly. A battle that at times consumes my time and energy like a leech, glutting on the essence of my existence, while I, personally, wither away like the carcass of dead grass that refuses to stay down, just keeps swaying in the wind, pretending to dance, eventually breaking free and flying away. Glide on the wind, fly as far as you can before you crash. I am a broken piece of grass that flies on the crest of the wind until I crash. I am a spider web of all the situations that I have endured over the short span of time that I have occupied this tiny space on this planet. I am a mosaic of the pieces of me I have chosen to retain, picked up and reglued, placed and replaced, a strange yet beautiful masterpiece, evolving, becoming. But isn't that what we all are? Works in progress? Artworks in progress? It's funny how art works. When I look around at the beings that surround me, I can see the fragments, the ones that were handpicked and plastered across the facade of these masks that we call faces. They are woven into the costumes of flesh, and I can see through them, deep into the infinite existence of the life form that is hiding beneath this living dust. Living dust and yet fragments of glass and grass. But if I am broken grass, how can I see beyond this temporary existence? If I am broken, what is the function of me? What purpose can I serve if I have the word broken attached to me? Hello, my name is Broken. The word broken has a stigma connected to it. But why can't broken be seen as beautiful? I have literally taken broken things and remade them into beautiful pieces of art. But why can I not do this for myself? Is it you or I that holds me back? Or is it that sometimes I feel like I don't have my own back? Sometimes I feel like a kaleidoscope, attempting to make beauty out of all the fragments that spin around my mind day in and day out. And sometimes I feel like wind chimes, dancing on the frequency of life and making music by simply existing. But then I'm also a broken vase, laying on the floor in pieces, refusing to be picked up so that I can cut me again and again. But I always do pick myself up, despite the number of times that I cut myself on my own words and thoughts, despite the number of times I break my own heart and join in on the stomping party, trying to crush me further into dust. And we are made of living dust. But be careful when you touch me, because I wear my fragments on the outside. How will they catch light if they are in hiding? And since they were the hardest to retrieve, I wear them proud. These pieces of me that were fractured and cracked and broken and crushed into dust, they are my sparkle. They are my shine. They fuel the phoenix. And the number of times that I have risen again, sometimes monthly, sometimes weekly, sometimes daily, hourly, minutely, secondly, constantly, is equal to the number of times that I have allowed myself to be pushed down by somebody else, by me. And is equal to the number of times that I have talked down to myself and bullied myself into believing that shit. Is equal to the number of times I have lied to myself to try to protect myself from the inevitable truth that scalds the soul but is liberating in and of itself. The number of times that I have risen again is equal to the number of days that I wake up and take another breath of this sacred air that keeps us alive. We are living dust, inhaling vapors and burning our way through this life with our star hearts and electric minds. A mosaic facade attempting to hide that none of this is real. And we are all labeled broken. Only some of us wear it better. And we do. We have to work through all that stuff, all the trauma. And when they happen regularly, it becomes normal. All these unacceptable situations and feelings becoming normalized. But why? Why do we accept these things that can never be taken back, and stain decades of lives and livelihood? Why? Why do we accept this? This spreading of trauma, the way that happiness should be spread, spreading hurt, how we should spread kindness. Are we that horrible of a creature that we can only hurt when we have been hurt? I don't believe that. I refuse to. Because we choose what comes out of us. And I thought it was normal to hurt and to hurt other people. But I chose and still choose to spread love instead of hate, kindness instead of trauma. I choose to treat others the way in which I want to be treated, not in the way in which I have been treated. And I expect the same in return. Anyone who gives less is cut loose. I refuse to be tethered to anything that does not serve my purpose. And that may sound selfish, but if there is anything that I have learned throughout my past filled with abuse, is that I did not love myself enough to do what was best for me. To feed myself that which was food for me. To put myself into a position that would promote growth instead of increasing the decay within me. I needed to bask in the sunlight of myself and grow in the garden from my inside out, to worship the divinity in me. Because those moments that are unspoken, when love greets me and I run toward it to wrap my wings around it and embrace it with my entire being, are more important to my soul than I'm willing to admit. And we all feel this way sometimes. We don't like to talk about it. But to be honest, I love every one of you. And this moment is so important to me. I have people who have inspired me around me, coming to support me. I have a friend who I just met who didn't go to the thrift store because he saw another friend come in here and wanted to be a part of it. And that makes me happy because I love the thrift store. Most of my couture comes from the thrift store. And it makes me happy to go there. So it makes me very happy to see people that I love. And the next person coming up is somebody who I love so much. He has been my friend for like 5 years now. He has inspired me.
Tough guy to follow. Let's see here. I'm gonna read some lyrics from some songs of mine. If you guys enjoy. Let's see here. This one's I have no melody to, but it's called Only 5 Till Midnight. If you guys enjoy it. It's a pretty short one. As my energy deflates, I feel it's rather late. I'm about to say goodnight till they say it's only 5 till midnight. Stick around with your friends till conversations hit dead ends. Then affection turns to spite when it's only 5 till midnight. Made it all the way to sunrise, want a prize of bloodshot eyes. Good night, it's getting bright. When was it only 5 till midnight? Like a bastard son without a care, I always take their double dare. I stay awake despite it's only 5 till midnight. Thank you. This one's called In the Event. In the event that I go out, I promise not to make enemies, I will not shout. And in the event that I stay in, at least the chances are slim that I will sin. But in the event that I drive around, I can window shop around my town, and at least my wallet will still weigh a quarter pound. I will see what keeps them busy, but I must admit all their progress makes me dizzy. And in the event that I still live here, but I know I will, and always will. I hope I made that clear.
Time passing seems to pass swiftly as ever. The cold smog infects this boy's lungs. How does he do it? He scoffed at your love drug before it gave him a high. He said he'd never fall victim to your He said he'd never fall victim to your trickery a second time. The ice freezes over him. He's able to escape, but not with his life. Only just by fate. His past was unsheathed by the tundra of the snow, barely visible. It shrouded the thin scraps of what he was, or what was left of him, remaining. To reassemble the pieces back into whole, or to start anew with makeshift happiness, both cause grieving. 'Tis the season. The gravel is frozen, but the heart-shattered shovel batters it nicely, into the blackness, away from the white and cold. The soil enriched by his dreams and molded due to his softness. He's found a home. enigmatic, panic, and manic static, electrifying the cadaver, and he staggered. As the snow collected, the boy learned the chasm was inviting, but to him, he felt laying in the snow was much more soothing. Yet still, in that wrath and scorn of winter, someone who dearly needed warmth awaited.
It's called attitude into action. Okay, so one best life at Tinker's Attic is 1. There are no limits to the joy that life can bring. Best, a feeling that could radiate and completely surround us. Life, vital energy that excites and stimulates, and above all else, sets each one of us apart to receive. At Tinker's Attic, creating new directions for us all. You can teach, we can learn, you can listen, we can all share. A mosaic of life set in paint and wood and stone and glass. One best life at Tinker's Attic is complete with laughter, music, and song. Closed arms open and wrap around us with hugs that seek endless memories. Certain to set free a little hidden dance held inside. A limitless sky filled with many changing directions. A chance to act in life as though joy is everything we never knew it could be. That we never knew
Because
we
in a
could.
moment,
You
we
were
can
there.
fall in love
Now,
with a person, with a new hobby, or even just with that moment. And those moments are actually the most important things in the world. Those little tiny moments of right now. That's the happy spot, is right now. And this next artist
Dear God,
creates happy spots where he
the
goes.
winds are blowing, the nights are deep. In my heart, I see love I dare to seek. I stood listening to the four winds, making sounds of a jet, thinking of the most gorgeous woman I ever have met. The imagination of my mind began to take toll as I listened to the four winds as they blow. Where, oh, where could this lovely woman be on this stunning, wonderful, windy eve? If only I had x-ray vision to have and to hold, I would take her to me, I would satisfy my soul. I would write a book on love, because love we are. I will love her, I will satisfy her, my queen, my star. We will grow old together with perfect love, because this is that which God giveth from above. I will take her in my arms, I will squeeze her tight, and every time I see her, it will be love first sight. Her smile, I cannot resist it. When she looks at me and smiles, I feel like this. I will kiss her on her lips of sugar honeycomb. For just this moment with her, I like to be alone. Her hair is beautiful, radiant, silky straight, that of a mermaid who swims in lovely lake. Her eyes is enchanting, full of grace, along with her chocolate-colored, beautiful face. Oh God, bless this relationship with thy holy kiss, because the flight with thee, oh God, I will not miss. Many is the woman I met, and I'm so glad, my soulmate in all the things I never had. Anoint us, dear God, make us one. In this way, when we pray, we're never alone. Now that she's gone, I sit here alone, hoping perhaps she'd call on the telephone. When she is with me, I feel joy, I feel peace. But the moment she leaves, all of this just seems to cease. I wait daily for her to page me or call. You see, I made her my world and my all. I picture her wearing her coat of mink, decked in beauty, smelling like fresh roses that's pink. Her lips are perfect, as smooth as silk, the taste of a warm cup of delicious chocolate milk. When she kissed me, I light up in a blaze, being captured with love in her eyes to gaze. Her touch is wonderful, her smile a beautiful day. But me, look at me, y'all, a beast that's made of clay. Is this the reason she go back to her other home to leave me dumbfounded, away and out of zone? Everything on and about her is in perfect order. I have a question to ask, but I'm afraid, sorta. My love, would you love me back even if I told you I'd rather not shack? I can see you walking, wedding bells ringing, and hosts looking on as you march, wedding bells singing. The smile on your face will shine because of the tears, the mascara on your eyes drenched in smears. Oh, that I could catch those love tears in a that I could catch those love tears in a teacup. I would share with sadness and loneliness. Together we will sup. My queen, my star, and everything I've ever needed. I've found true love. My search is completed. And now I ask thee, my love, will you marry me? Please respond to me quickly. What's the answer going to be, Minnie?
Growing accustomed to my own touch, cold fingers on cold skin, surrounded by the silence of my own company and drenched from the storms of my ocean heart. Loneliness becomes a piranha, eating away at my insides, the cold touch of the savage predator, consuming my substance until I am all but skeletal, nothing but a ghost. What manner of existence is this when a ghost cannot be held? Can comfort be truly given to bones? And so I do what I always do. I say, give yourself a hug. Give yourself some love, child.
What
This
through
next
the radiance,
artist,
which was ever so bright, be now forever taken from my sight. Though nothing can bring back the love of splendor in the grass, of glory in the flower, we will grieve not, but rather find strength in what remains behind. In the primal sympathy, which having been most ever be, in the soothing thoughts that spring out of human suffering, in the faith that leads us through death, in years that bring the philosophic mind.
event tonight, and I actually was going to say it earlier, but then it kind of got shuffled around. So I love you. I may not know you, but I love you. I'm an equal opportunity lover. Not like that. I mean, not in a sexual way. I mean, I love you until you prove otherwise. And I want to love you. I'd much rather love you than hate you, because hate doesn't do anything. It doesn't change anything. It just makes things worse. It makes me worse. And I want to be better. I want to be better than I was yesterday. And I want to be better tomorrow than I am right now. And that's because I love you. And I want what's best for you. And I want what is best for me. And there was a time that I didn't love me, and I put myself into situations that showed that I did not have love for myself. But those moments are gone. They are in the past, and in this moment, I am in love. I am in love with this moment, with me. In this moment, I am in love with my life. I'm in love with you, and you can take that however you want. But if I lock eyes with you and we have a moment, I'm in love with that moment. I might even tell you that I love you. I might give you a hug and a kiss on the cheek or the forehead. That's because I have so much love to give. It's pouring out of me every moment. It's pouring out of me right now, and it is powerful. And I'm in love with this moment just as it is. I love me just as I am. And I love you exactly as you are. I love you. We're gonna have Susan come up next.
When I look in the mirror, I see your face getting older. When I look around, the world seems to have gone colder. Yeah, the loneliness, it can tear you down. But sooner or later, you come around. And you try to run away from to escape from the fall. But sooner or later you come back to face it all. And you can't go through life stepping on other resources. Well, you got to move on and change to another cause. Yeah, the loneliness can tear you down, down, down. But sooner or later you come back like your feet on the ground. There's a time to grow up and leave these old ways behind you. Well, I know that it's hard, but how are you going to find you? Run away from yourself. Run away from yourself. Run away from yourself. Run away from yourself. Thank you very much.
Sorry. Cold claws cling to me, dragging me into the depths of myself. Their hands silent leave scratch marks across me. I'm descending deeper and deeper. I'm drowning. The black abyss around me grows darker, darker. Around me, there is nothing. I feel nothing. I am nothing. For the husk that once
Bared
was
myself and laid
has
me
faded
there
into
until
memory.
I was mere bones. I opened myself so that the galaxies inside of me were exposed. Exposed like old film that was left in the camera, only you didn't know it until it was too late and everything was ruined. 2. What if all the worlds that I have imagined were not created by me, but already existed inside of me, creating me, and I was
I bet I'll
only
be with
just
the girl again
discovering
someday.
them?
It's been quite a while now, although I'm not about to give up. Really, I'm not so sure about being with someone forever, even though I'd like to. I just know that I need to break up being alone. If I were to be alone from now until I'm dead, then I wouldn't really be alone. I'd grow complacent and unexaggerated. Being alone is having those reminders that keep telling you how messed up everything is, how backwards things can be, like seeing a girl with her hair parted just right. Someday, I'll have a girl like that, at least for a little bit. I've already had a few, which I'm not proud of. After all, if I could have gone this long without breaking up my loneliness, I'd probably be fine. The phrase should be, it's better to have never loved than have loved and lost. My girl, with the lovely hair, her and I will be cute. And she'd tell me to be more spontaneous. I'd say, my writing is spontaneous, my love. Not long from then, she'd become serious about such matters and leave me. Or I'd leave her. The way I see it, what time has taught me is that there really isn't much of a difference.
This house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
Hey everyone, Nigel David, Night of the Living Jam.
MK.
And-
Night of the Living Jam.
Man, where are we at?
We're at One Best Life at Tinker's Attic in Highland, Indiana.
Right? That's in Highland, Indiana, downtown Highland.
Downtown Highland.
This place is a legendary place.
Yep.
I mean, they have all kinds of amazing things that go on here.
Yep.
And everything. And tonight, congrats and just a big thing. MK, first poetry night
I
jam.
slayed it.
And she did a phenomenal job of it, of course. You know, so yeah, I was blown away by all the talent, everybody you brought together and everything. Great great space, great everything.
Well, let me tell you something. Creating has led to much more confidence, which has led to the show, which has led to this event tonight.
Exactly. So, and again, you know, we've been doing this for quite a while, and
Yes,
here,
we
and
have.
like, you know, you're reaching pinnacle after pinnacle with everything.
I'm so proud
you
of
know.
myself.
And your brother was here.
My brother I was so excited.
Big
that my brother
big
was
shout
here.
out to John Smith.
A lot of my friends were here, a lot
and
of creators.
His fiance,
Yes,
Jen.
I get to be the maid of honor in their
Yeah.
wedding. I'm so excited.
So we got to see a bunch of great people, you know, perform
Yes.
tonight and everything. So
Yes.
we're really super happy about that and everything. And we're, you know, definitely honored here to be part of this, you know. And again, just a phenomenal job. You know?
I can't stop smiling.
5 stars out of 5 stars.
Really?
Really?
5
Seriously?
stars? I'm a galaxy.
Seriously. 10 out of 6 people thought the show was phenomenal.
Yeah, actually, I heard a lot of that. I got a hug from every single person.
Yeah, seriously. Like, you know, everybody was hugging you on the way out.
Except Ryan Beal.
Seriously, Rev.
And he's my really good friend, if not one of my best friends. And I didn't get a hug tonight. I expect 2 next time, Ryan
Seriously,
Beal.
2. Man, I tell you got to watch the Rev.
Yeah, watch.
And that. So hey, come
Come
on
here,
in.
come
Come
here,
on
come
in.
here.
And
Here, sit down.
We'll sit down together. I'll sit next to you.
Let's
I don't
see
mind.
This is Susan Crouch.
what you saw earlier in the show
Yes,
and everything. So she sung some great songs and stuff like that, and she's just a phenomenal force in here. So obviously the driving force is here.
That's all I am.
And-
Come here, Lise.
Yeah, come on in.
Lisa's
Please.
the owner.
Oh, come
Lisa.
on.
Please.
Okay, well you
Okay.
can't see her, but Lisa back there, backbone. Seriously,
Lisa owns a place.
yeah, seriously, the backbone of the place. And again, thank you so much, guys, for having us.
And,
You know,
and I thank Lisa for allowing us to take this place from, we didn't even know what we were going to do when we unlocked the door the first time. And here we are, and we survived COVID. That's my big deal. We survived COVID.
yeah.
And created a place that is safe
And we're
and
fixing
comfortable.
to try to run with it. We're trying to run with it.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, it was a phenomenal night. MK, best night, best.
One
Night
best,
of, Night of Living Jam. Night of Living Jam. Thanks, Nigel. We appreciate it.
one best
Thank
life
you,
at
MK.
Tinker's Attic.
Good job.
And Night of Living Jam.
Make sure you guys get
Night of
here.
Living Jam.
See, she gets it. She gets it.
I gotta
What's-
go home. I'm an old lady.
We'll see you guys real soon.
Bye, everyone. We love you.